They say childhood ends when school begins. I say it ends the moment your hand slips out of your father's and you find yourself standing in front of a giant gate that looks like it eats little children for breakfast.
I wasn't scared. Okay, maybe just a tiny bit. His hand was warm. The world behind him felt safe. The one is in front? Not so much.
The gate cracked open, as if it didn't really want to let him go, and yet it did.
He smiled at me. Not the you'll be fine kind of smile. More like this is life. Kid, good luck.
And just like that, he walked away, and he took the easy part of life with him.
I took one step forward, a small step for my shoe, a giant leap into chaos.
School didn't feel like a place for learning. It felt more like training for survival. You learned how to share your pencil, how to dodge flying erasers, and how to smile while someone else stole your sandwich.
First day, I cried, not because I was weak, because I missed the version of me that didn't know what homework meant. Also, the kid next to me bit me. That didn't help.
Every bell that rang felt like a countdown to lunch, to home, to freedom. But little by little, he adjusted.
I found my spot, third desk, second row. I started drawing in my notebooks. The teacher called it distraction. I called it hope.
And just like that, childhood wasn't soft anymore. It had sharp edges, chalk dust, and rules written in red ink. Hmm, the teenage years, when your body grows too fast, your voice cracks mid-sentence, and you suddenly think you understand the world, but you can't find your socks.
I thought I was unstoppable. My backpack was heavier than my dreams, but I still walked like I owned the street. Also, I had hair gel. That counted for confidence.
He started to question everything, rules, teachers, even gravity, when he slipped in front of his crush.
She laughed, not the good kind. My heart crashed, but I still smiled. Pain builds character, right?
There were fights with friends, late night studies, and the never-ending battle with acne. Still something inside him sparkled, like he was chasing something just out of reach.
I didn't know what I wanted, but I knew I didn't want to stay where I was, so I kept moving.
Oh, adulthood, the age of freedom, which is just cooler name for rent, bills, and way too much coffee.
I got my first job. It didn't pay much, but it paid something. I started counting my money like it was made of gold, only to watch it disappear on shampoo and bus tickets.
He worked with a purpose now. He had dreams, plans, Google calendars, and a whole folder named Things I'll Do Someday.
I fell in love too, not the movie kind, the real kind, with awkward silences, late night texting, and sharing fries instead of feelings.
They said, just grow up, everything will make sense. But no one mentioned the tired eyes, the quiet breakdowns, or how dreams start asking for rent too.
I thought I'd have it all figured out by now. Instead, I had bills, dark circles, and a playlist full of motivational podcasts I never finished.
He woke up early, slept late, and still felt like he was running. Was running behind. Behind what? He wasn't sure. Maybe time, maybe himself. But in the middle of the mess, he smiled sometimes, at a text, at a memory, at the idea that maybe, just maybe, he wasn't alone in this chaos. And then everything slowed down, not because life got easier, but because he paused.
One morning, I looked in the mirror and I didn't recognize the man looking back. He had my eyes, sure, but they were tired, wiser, maybe lonelier.
It wasn't a dramatic moment. No thunder, no music, just silence. And a strange thought, did I forget how to live while trying to survive? That morning, he didn't go to work. He sat in the park instead, watching people laugh, smiling at kids chasing pigeons, letting the wind remind him that he's still there. He didn't become famous. He didn't become rich. But he became quietly happy. And that's a kind of success no one talks about.
I stopped chasing what I thought I needed and started caring for what I already had. A soft chair, a good book, someone who calls just to say hi.
He didn't have all the answers, but he learned how to ask better questions. He stopped fearing time and started walking with it.
Now I sit in silence and it feels like music. I walk slowly and it feels like flying. Funny, I spent years running and peace was waiting right where I started.
The school bell rang. He stepped out, but the street wasn't the same.
Where did the gardens go? The quiet trees? Why is everything so loud? So fast?
Cars rushed by. People moved like they were late for something, or everything. The buildings were taller, the air heavier, and the faces all strangers.
I blinked and the world changed. Was I gone that long?
He tried to cross the street, but the noise, the speed, the chaos, it froze him in place. He lifted his hand to a young man walking by.
Excuse me, could you help me cross?
The boy didn't even look, just kept walking. No pause, no care. Just left him there.
Was it really just half a day?
He looked back at the school gate, old, quiet, familiar, and forward, at a world he didn't recognize. Time had passed, life had moved, and he just stood there.